Also, king of the table 3, my match is confirmed with Khaled. And the headline match that I'm super psyched for is Vitaly and Kurdecha. 2 giants, both 6'9". I think they're like 6'8" or 7. Just like the best of the best in the world. One of them, whether it's those two are definitely gonna be able to defeat Lamont. I don't know who's gonna be, but let's find out in late March. It's coming. KOC3, please support. Yeah, so no chalk in the gym right now. Adam usually always brings the chalk with his bag, but Adam's now in New York getting surgery, which is why the video looks different, because we're shooting with an R5 streaker shooting. He's a man behind the camera today. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah, slow him down, slow him down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel here with Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks for being a part of the channel. Round 2.
Round 2.
All right, we're gonna bench today. As you guys may or may not know, Jonathan has a near 600-pound bench. And with this physique, which he had covered up in the last video, we only got to see your bottom half.
Yeah.
Now we can see the whole package. And you did about 4 or 5 for 10 to 12 as a plate, yeah?
Yeah.
Sick. So
it's not too bad.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, and you've done even more in your peak, I'm sure, like 15 or so.
Oh, 100%.
Maybe even 20?
Shit, I think I would do like 405 for 15 rock and go 315 for about 25, 30 reps. Kind of do. I would do some weird shit like that.
I do the exact same thing. Way up to a top set, perhaps an AMRAP or a max, and then do another AMRAP after that, and then do lots of bodybuilding, hypertrophy, time and attention stuff. But like me, Jonathan starts with a heavy compound movement, so that's what we're doing today over here on the bench here at the nose. So let's get to it.
Let's get.
All right. Let's start.
I don't know why I'm so hot already. I haven't done anything.
What's that? That's true. What's your body weight right now?
I just weighed myself this morning, 257. So
at 5'8"?
About almost 5'9", so it's 5'8". Say 5'8". It's 5'8", 3/4, but do we mention the 3/4 part?
Every quarter inch counts.
It definitely does.
And at your peak, when you're like a couple weeks out from a show,
bodybuilding show,
right? What would that look like?
Man, so North Americans. I'm not even gonna count nationals, man, because it was just like my last peak was completely fucked. But North Americans, I was like 242.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once we pulled water, did the whole bit, I was on stage around 235.
Okay.
So not too bad.
And you've been having, you were telling me off camera just a minute ago, that tough time cutting down lately.
Man, yeah, I mean, because not like, I feel like it's so much things like maybe 3,500 calories, but you know, I'm staying pretty fucking active, and I was just like, I was a little worried. I was like, holy shit, but dropped a few pounds this week, everything's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
on the right track?
Yeah. So
you ever
actually, man, since I've been here, no. That's one thing I can appreciate about being around Jamie, is that like the motherfucker is consistent. So it's just like, you know, you have that energy around you. It makes you want to remain the same as well.
Of course. You're part of your environment.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
What about yourself?
I do miss meals.
Yeah?
At this time, yeah. As I'm not preparing for anything other than an arm wrestling match.
Yeah.
It's not important for me to be like 285 plus.
Right.
275 right now?
Right.
I feel very comfortable at this weight, so I can eat when I'm hungry. And I'm 6'1".
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good weight.
It's okay. I feel my best at about 285 to 290. That's my strongest. Right. But I feel my most fit at this weight.
And that's the thing, is like strongest. Whenever I did the bench with Josh, you know who Josh Ryan is? Strong. Yeah. So I was around 265 then. So I mean, it was like just a bit more, but it was a bit of a different physique. Where I feel like over the last year or so, I've been able to put on some additional muscle. So I hold the weight a little differently.
The quality.
Yeah. Right? But physically, I do like to kind of walk around it around 245. Honestly, like if there's no show in mind, just because like having that extra bulk, man, it definitely takes a toll. It's
inside the gym and out, going to bed,
man.
Everything outside the gym is painful.
Dude, sleeping is the worst. That's the worst, and I think that's where I end up getting injured the most. Actually, is
during
because my shoulder. It's like it's a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing.
All right,
get this.
Yep. Yeah, it's time for a little warm up.
What I'm telling you is like, in my sleep, dude, this shit happens. I'll wake up and I'm like, my shoulder will be fucked.
Every night.
It's like it just happens like occasionally. So, but it mainly whenever if I'm not being consistent with like tissue work and stuff, and it usually happens when I'm traveling. So, but again, that's another benefit of being here is like you got everything here, so you can stay on top of everything.
Everything's so convenient. 10-minute drive this way, that way.
Right. Because like whenever I'm traveling in Europe, man, it's like almost impossible to find a massage therapist, dude, that's actually quality. You know, so that's why sometimes I don't like actually leaving home. Because I'm like, fuck, dude, and then I'm not gonna get my chiropractic work and this, that, and the other. And so.
For example, arm wrestling, if I don't get my deep tissue in my biceps,
right.
I mean, I'm sore and in pain for 2-3 weeks. Super important.
Does it build up a lot of inflammation?
Oh yeah. If I don't get that release, it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
You know?
When we did that, just that one little day, of just that little bit, dude, my wrist was sore and my forearm was sore just from that. We were playing around for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I can imagine if you actually do some real training for it.
It's brutal. Yeah. It bites you in the ass. You have to be on top of it. Just like with anything else in the body.
Right.
You want to talk?
It's like, you know, when you look at yourself in photos and stuff and just through the videos and everything, I don't think any of that actually like measures how Larry actually looks in person. He's a fucking beast, dude. Like no bullshit.
I gotta change up my camera then. My camera makes me look too slim. Press that on. Beautiful. I was thinking, I'll take a hand off on it. Working today. Okay. Looking strong today.
Feeling good. Got some rest.
That's most
Got some
important thing.
good sleep. Yeah. I was like, fuck this. We're not going out late. Not staying out. We need to make sure we go to bed at midnight. Get a proper 8 hours. So because I remember you posted about working with Matt, and dude, this was for the strongman.
Yes.
And you got fucking massive.
I did.
And I was watching one of those videos. I felt like it was endless eating. How much were you eating?
Literally 10,000 every day. Literally. And I mean, about half of that was just from these ice cream protein shakes. And the other half was from solid food, which was easy to get down.
Right.
A lot of sugar, mostly a lot of carbs. But that's what I needed to put weight on my frame.
Right.
Because you only get down so much clean food.
Exactly.
Right?
100%.
And it did work, especially for my bench and squat. Yeah. But the deadlift suffered. My leverages got worse.
Because of this?
Belly got massive.
Yeah.
I think I had like a 42-inch waist at that point. Not only for
What do you walk around at right now?
Waist?
Yeah.
Probably 36, 38. 38.
Yeah, it's still a lot.
It's a big waist because of all the heavy lifting, right?
Right.
Thankfully, I have a very wide lats, right? So it helps offset that a bit. Cool. But if you put my belt on, you see what I'm talking about.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So did you end up getting hurt though, right? Or what was
a
it?
few times, yeah. At that body weight, well, I tried squatting something crazy, popped my ankle because I missed the lift, and then it rolled over my neck, then my ankle got caught. Trying to get under the bar, trying to escape.
Right.
And yeah, that was the worst of it. But then again, I had a competition at body weight, and it wasn't very good. I mean, it was good, not as good as it could have been.
Right.
Just because that is just so big.
Yeah.
And I've had a better deadlift and a much lighter body weight.
Right.
Like I've pulled 900.
So then that kind of tells you that there is like a happy medium then. Would you feel?
Happy medium.
Like as far as like, you know, with just that height to, or sorry, not height, but like weight to actual like with your lifting and stuff.
For me, that was like 285.
Yeah.
300 is too much for my frame. 290 is still pushing, I think.
Yeah.
285 for my best. 275, where I'm at now, is okay. But my bench isn't as good. My squat is good. My deadlift is good. You know, so it's like the give and take, right?
So what do you think that what attributes to that then?
To what exactly?
Just like the difference within your lifting power with your weight.
My lifting power and my weight. Well, more calories, more power, right? And when squatting and when benching, so when benching, because everything gets thicker,
right,
you slightly reduce that range of motion, right? Because I'm only benching here,
right,
but everything here is thicker,
right.
So maybe I reduce it by an inch or two, but that makes a big difference on the bench.
Yeah.
And my core gets stronger when I gain weight. Maybe it brace harder. So that makes it on the squat too.
Right.
Because I'm able to, I just got so much more power here in my core. When I brace and I breathe into my belt, I get more spring in the squat, and it doesn't work on the deadlift.
Yeah. Right.
My leverage is stuck. Yeah. Now, if I were to stay that body weight long enough, I'd be able to fix that, but I can only stay that heavy for a couple of weeks.
Okay. You know, the other thing too is like I haven't been benching as much for the fact that most people, whenever I go work out, like I don't know what it is, but they're afraid to bench.
I think that Ryan Crowley video scared everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to put it more than 2 days on the bench now.
Bro. But I
Jokes
mean,
aside, though, videos like that scare a lot of the population.
Yeah.
People, after that video, for weeks, nobody even wants incline bench at all.
Yeah. And then he made a post yesterday. He was like, how he said he's still being affected by it. So I can understand where the fear starts to kick in.
It's understandable, no doubt. Hand off and up. Yeah. Okay. Smooth. Oh yeah. Definitely looking strong today. Oh yeah. Just put
Every time I travel, dude, I lose my wraps. Like I left my SBD elbow sleeves and knee sleeves in Denmark one time, and then I went to train with fucking Blessing in Florida. I left my next pair of SBD sleeves. Then I saw him wearing them. I was thinking maybe I'm just kidding. Blessing didn't take it.
I mean, I always forget this shit everywhere. It's just,
yeah. Especially in the gyms that tell you you can't have a gym bag.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's like, how am I supposed to carry 15 different things?
Exactly. Forget about the shakers and everything you take it to work out.
Exactly. So we need to find another one.
Yeah, there's one right here even.
Too good. It was a little slow.
And a lot of that is just you had to bench in a year.
Right.
Over 180. And then you tried 220. A year. So like I've benched 7 plates before. If I tried that today, I'd tear something. I'd definitely tear something. No doubt. Because I'm not conditioned for it right now.
Right.
I can build up to it.
Exactly.
But now it's too early.
Right, 100%. And it's the same thing, like, you know, shit, it was the end of 2020 whenever I did this with Josh, but that was the first time I ever did it. That was the first time I ever tried to lift that much, and I remember it was like I hit a plateau around 505-ish for like almost a month, dude. And then after that, dude, it just skyrocketed. It was like every week was another PR, 15, 20 pounds. Until we topped off. Yeah, but it was unfortunate, man. We couldn't find a meet because I wanted to do like a bench only meet. It was impossible, man. So I told him, I was like, I'd like to run it back, but we'll see.
Hey, so we got time. You're still in good shape, man. You got plenty of time. Yeah, I'm not even just trying to sell the wraps. So they really do.
No, they absolutely do. Like when I wear elbow sleeves, I tend to use elbow sleeves. Okay. For some reason, I like the compression sleeves. But you definitely feel that little that bounce.
Yeah.
Because then, like you mentioned, there's that space that you're kind of making up as well. So you're not having to. I don't know. It feels different. It's good. It's like it makes you like wonder why we never did this from the very beginning. You know, there's always like this stigma behind you. You see the old guys wearing all the elbow sleeves and the wrist wraps, and it's like, 15 years later, that's us, and we're like, fuck, why didn't we start from the very beginning? Could have saved a lot of problems.
Yeah, and it could have got a little bit further too.
Exactly.
If you can live pain free, you get that much further.
Yep.
Yeah, and these are available in Bono's Gym. If you want to grab a pair, they are here. I'm always taking my wraps everywhere, so every now and then I need to take them from the store. So they're not here because of me. It's better to have 2 people do it, okay? So you just do like 2 revolutions. Not like a knee wrap. Yeah, and you pull it tight up. Yeah.
Good? No?
A little bit
Bring
higher.
it down?
Yeah, the first one is pretty important. Like this one, yep, come here. You pull it down.
Like that?
Yeah. And then pull it up.
Better?
Yeah. They're fresh, so they're a bit stiff. Yeah. They usually have more elasticity in them. Once we break them in.
Right. And then up.
Yeah, and then up and around. Perfect. Pull more down, like that. Beautiful. And then, yeah, then on the Velcro. Perfect.
Is it good?
Oh, that's perfect, yeah. Very tight, very good.
You gonna wear the wrist?
I don't need them on this one.
Okay.
Elbow helps a lot. I'll do a hand.
Weaken my wrist.
That's it actually. Well, I can see that, all that
Bro, and then
wrist
like,
flexion.
I wasn't able, so like the first time I played, dude, my hand was so swollen.
Really? Swollen?
Swollen. I couldn't squeeze my hand because it was so sore.
Must have
It was
been
like, bro, I haven't played in, the last time I actually swung a racket, dude, I was in Thailand, 2017,
Okay.
2018, yeah, that was it. So it's been trying to get my groove back. I played in high school.
Okay. Aha. I think you really do know that.
Yeah.
Proper.
I was #1 on my high school team.
Okay.
But I ended up just like quitting my senior year. I don't know. It was like I had this. What do they call it? Like when you're senior year, you don't want to do shit. Like I felt lazy as fuck.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm here for 2 classes. I get out, go to work, and I was just like, whatever. I didn't feel like doing the sports anymore. And also the coach was a piece of shit. So.
That can make all the difference.
And everyone knows, so I'm not hiding anything.
You're not biased.
Should I do it with or without?
Try and
Should I
wait.
try it?
Yeah, if you want to go heavier, it's better to get used to them now. How'd that feel? Feel the elbows covered?
Yeah, it's tight.
Okay. Okay.
That's tight.
If it's not good, let me know. I'll redo it. Okay. Oh, we're gonna put this back.
Ouch.
The head's made of iron. Bring it forward. Okay. 1, 2, up. Yep. Beautiful. Fast. No, I'm telling you, that didn't have more than a sleeve.
Wow. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
I mean, just a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit.
Like 10%. So we're gonna go for reps.
Yeah, we can go for reps. I had, when I first walked in the gym, I always get ambitious, like, I want to do like 5 things in a quarter for more than I have before, which would be like 6 or more.
Right.
But then I'm like, but I know I should do reps
Right.
with less weight.
And
But then
it
again-
still builds up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we can work up to a top set of 6 to 8, or we can just stick with this.
Y'all
Set
want
to 10.
It's a tough one.
I know, it's always tempting to go heavier, especially if you feel good, and you definitely look good right now. But don't let me be the devil's advocate.
Hey, let's do it. We'll do it.
So what are we doing exactly?
Do you want to work up to a 6?
Like a set of 6 to 8?
How do you feel right now?
I feel good. I mean, the last rep felt really good.
Cool.
It's hard to say. Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Good. Throw another 10 on there. I'm not trying to sweat. Probably throw the clip on there.
Warning, if it's
Yeah.
going heavy, you don't have chalk, don't go heavier.
Yeah, it
Play
makes
the
a
safe
difference.
weights.
Definitely makes a difference.
And you also feel more confident. Like if your hands are sliding
Right.
up and down on the bar, you're not going to feel very confident.
No.
And you're not going to transfer that power as efficiently.
Yep.
So you want like a real solid contact with the barbell. It can make all the difference.
100%.
So yeah, so no chalk in the gym right now. Adam usually always brings the chalk with his bag. Adam's now in New York getting surgery, which is why the video looks different, because we're shooting with an R5 streaker shooting. He's a man behind the camera today.
Yeah.
And as we just said a minute ago, if you don't have chalk and you're trying to go heavy, like a set under 10 reps, don't do it. Doesn't mean that doing an AMRAP, which is actually how Mike, on the 13th rep, it slipped out of his hands.
Okay.
He was doing an AMRAP when it dropped on his chest.
Wow.
He wasn't doing a single, was it a 5 or 10? It was 13,
Yeah.
actually. Doesn't mean you're safe, but usually that happens only with a suicide grip, thumb behind the bar.
Right.
He was doing a regular grip, safe.
Yeah.
Still, I don't get how it happened. I don't
It's crazy.
think it'll happen with this.
Nah, we're good.
We're good.
Both safe.
Yeah.
I'm good. I know how to spot.
Yes, exactly.
Larry knows how to spot.
Yeah, we're good to go. So.
Let's go, Larry. Come on.
19. One more. There we go. Was it 25? Shit. Whew. There's no meeting that right now.
What's that?
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to match. I'll do my best. Do my best.
No, you got this. No issue.
It'll be good, but that shit looks crazy. Get at least 10.
Get it, man. Yep. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Push. Yes. Yes. Keep driving. Yep, keep driving. Keep driving. Don't rest. Don't rest. With you. Keep driving, buddy. Finish it. Yep. Nice.
Ooh, I lost my foot there, but I got 13. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad.
Oh yeah, good shit. Think you tied your best
Ooh.
at a lighter body weight, right?
Yeah.
Good day.
Fuck.
You push, give it everything like 4 or 5 reps.
Right.
The last 4 or 5.
Haven't done that in a while. Feels good.
Fuck yeah. It's good to push yourself, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
So,
Have a good time. Train hard. A whole bit.
get a good sweat. You had to sweat going before we even
I
started.
know. I think I was nervous. That's why.
Yeah, don't be scared. But weight don't fight back. We'll do a couple more sets with this.
Okay.
No wraps.
When was the last time you competed?
It's
been a minute.
Over 2 years. I was actually just someone commented on one of my late videos, 2019. So I think it was like 2020, early, so about 2 years. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Do you miss it?
Honestly, no. I don't miss powerlifting, competing in competition.
Yeah.
Just because of the back-to-back injuries. And also I'm content with how strong I've gotten at this body weight. And to break those same PRs, I gotta push 305, 310. And it was so difficult for me just to be 300.
Right.
I don't want to do that again. It's so unhealthy.
Right.
I mean, now,
How old are you now?
I'm 27, and I've been doing it since 17. So nearly a decade in the sport.
Right.
For a long time, be hitting 1 rep maxes,
Yeah.
especially on heavy cycles, pushing calories, not eating healthy.
Yeah.
So now I'm on minimal gear.
Right.
I'm really happy where I'm at. Maybe I'm not doing big 1RMs.
Yeah.
I'm doing really good with reps.
Yeah.
My physique is good.
I think it's interesting you say that because it's like I feel like that's been the same feeling that I've kind of had recently as well as like I'd rather not try to push myself. Like I don't feel like I need to get any bigger. Like I'm comfortable here, and I just want to kind of focus on just being healthier, but still being able to push yourself.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Having that happy balance.
Right.
Where you can push yourself, but not be pushed on death's door, right?
Exactly.
Especially while the Bible is dropping as of late. It just makes it a bit more like, okay, this is serious.
We have to be better. Yeah,
Right.
we have to be better. I mean, that's a video on itself, to be honest, man.
That is very true.
But I don't think I gained a lot of respect for powerlifters in general whenever I ran through that powerlifting training phase that I did with Josh, because I mean, man, I don't think that I've ever felt that beat up in my life. That was some hardcore training with that amount of weight plus volume that we were actually working with as well.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy, but it was amazing. It was fun. It was
And
a lot of fun.
I find this. I say the same thing about bodybuilding training.
Right.
When I prepare for those two competitions, even with Ed Coop, I find pushing through that pump is more difficult than pushing high volume, doing, let's say, 10 sets of 3.
Yeah.
Because doing sets under 5, you don't get pumped.
Right.
And you're just trying to move weight from point A to B as quickly as possible and efficiently as possible. You're not
Right.
trying to deliberately make it more difficult, have more time under tension.
Yep.
Where bodybuilding is exactly trying to do the opposite.
Exactly.
Make it as hard as possible, easy as more little weight to get the job done, and just staying in that super pump state for like an hour plus. I find that harder.
It's uncomfortable.
It's very, very uncomfortable.
Yeah, especially when the food and everything is at play as well.
Yeah, you're always on full stomach and
Yeah.
don't have any. It's tough, but that's likely because I don't enjoy it as much as strength training.
Right.
Because Bibles, they disagree with.
Right.
It's like, well, I think strength training's harder.
See, that's why I've always been kind of hybrid. Like, I love to push myself and train heavier, and then also like I love bodybuilding. So it is interesting. It is an interesting concept. But there are those that I feel like right now though, there's kind of that mix kicking in more. You have guys like JP, for example, Jordan Peters.
Right.
Lifting heavy, building those reps. Even Hunter, man. I feel like Hunter is another one as well that I've seen.
Oh, absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
I know that one. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more bodybuilders in the spotlight lifting big weight than there has been before.
Right.
It's becoming more mainstream. It's becoming more common for them to push themselves and have more of a hybrid circuit to build that dense muscle.
Absolutely, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
It makes a difference just because, like I mentioned before, like my physique from 2 years ago, to now is drastically different because of that heavy training.
No.
Get it.
All right, to the 10. Like,
So what are your favorite products with Gorilla Mind?
probably the Gorilla Mind Energy. I'm wired now. It's really good. Not to mention the nootropics. Like me having to talk on camera and be witty and be able to find interesting topics. It makes it easier for something that stimulates your mental. It helps words come easier. Competitions flow more smoothly. It's a smart drug for those who don't know what nootropics are. You can Google it. Students take it. Help study for exams, to prepare for that sort of stuff. I take it every day. But I don't use many of the products. I usually use the ones that I really believe in. The energy products and the nootropics and the sleep. Gorilla sleep. Help get it better.
Yeah. Where Larry's obviously sponsored, and because that's the same mindset that I have. It's like I'm not gonna give the company unless I actually like their products, which is why I don't know if you know Project AD.
I'm not familiar.
Okay, but they have my two favorite products, Ravenous and Matador. So Ravenous is a digestive aid, and those were the first two ones that I got, I guess you could say, familiar with. Then I got familiar with Joe, the owner of the company. So it's the same thing. I absolutely love his products. They're fucking amazing. Both of these guys are geniuses in their own rights.
Absolutely. And they're so passionate about the product. Derek having 2-3 hour long videos explaining every single ingredient in his product, leaving nothing open for debate, fully transparent. And as you mentioned, with Project AD, that same transparency is there. So it's not just this product is good, you should get it.
Exactly.
Like he breaks it down into the scientific sense. Helps you understand why.
100%. So if you're gonna support companies, kind of listen to what we're saying here.
All right.
Let's go.
Yep.
AMRAP again, or just two? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Easy. Boom.
Find a perfect track, zone out to it on repeat. But now that I'm a YouTuber, I don't have to train anymore. Copyright purposes,
100%.
And I can't do the whole video with the earpods in.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah. Okay. Get it. Yes. Beautiful. Nice control. Yes. Yes. Get it.
boy.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. All right, I have another important question.
Sure.
What is your take on rest times?
Strength training,
Yes.
when your breathing's under control. Bodybuilding, deficit. 30 to 45 seconds, where it's not under control, but it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Where you feel like you can get another set in with what you just did, because bodybuilding, every set, unless you're extremely conditioned, like a pro bodybuilder, gets harder and harder than the last, even if you don't increase weight.
Exactly.
So you want to go when you feel like you can still do that 10 reps you did on the previous set, right? So if you go too quickly, you're not recovered, make it 3. You could have gotten 10 with an extra 20, 30 seconds of rest, right? So bodybuilding like 30 to 45 seconds, a minute tops if you have a training partner. Kind of, if you have a training partner, it's really easy to gauge it. You just go back to back.
Right.
When he's
So
done,
you
you go.
usually get that minute between.
Right. By the time it takes you to just to wait for him, do his set, it's been about a minute.
Yeah.
Then you go. So also don't give me time a training partner. They can help you push.
So you have a good pace. Unless it's Jamie, then the shit's fucking moving regardless.
15-second rest period. You hope he does long eccentric and concentric.
I'm like, hold up, guys. I need my straps real quick. We're gonna take this extra 30 seconds.
It's true.
Yeah, man.
The strength training in that regard is so much easier because you just go when you're ready.
Yeah.
Which it could be as long as 10 minutes. You know,
10 minutes?
Yeah. Right from that
Do you
last.
feel like you would get cold if you wait that long?
Well, for strength training, once you work up
Yeah.
to your working weight, your CNS are weak, and maybe you're not sweating as intensely as you would if you're bodybuilding or having short rest periods, but you're warmed up. Your CNS is primed and ready.
Right.
That last AMRAP we did with about 10 minutes of rest for our next set.
Yeah.
And it took us about 10 minutes. You know?
And it's the only way I was able to manage to get, honestly, good reps.
I was sick. And you know, you have the control not only in the concentric as well, which I don't.
important.
Yeah, that's super important. And that's what helps conditioning tendons.
Right.
If you're not controlling the way down, which I'm not as much as you, then it leads to more susceptible to injury. Because then you're using the elasticity of your muscle to come up, as opposed to actually controlling on the way down and up. The eccentric is really important.
My biggest thing is just like as long as I have control over the weight, then I feel like obviously that risk of injury is far less. And I mean, I don't know, like especially when you're moving this kind of weight, man, it's just But again, with the powerlifting mindset, it's like moving from point A to point B.
Literally, yeah. You're not worried about time and attention. You just need to be efficient.
Right.
And if that means you can use that elasticity in your muscles to your advantage, then better. Right. In powerlifting competition, my best bench 645. For the pause and then right back up. So as minimal time under tension as possible.
Right.
Not just slamming into my chest, but bringing it fairly quickly down, deliberately, because every second under a 1 rep max makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to control it too slowly, you're going to be spent by the time you come back up.
Taking that power out.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right, let me try and do my next set now.
Not gonna lie, man, I feel like I'm gonna keep bringing up his name, but his shit has been helping me a lot since I've been here, dude. Because like even my capacity when I was out playing tennis, dude, has actually improved as well. So it's, although there could be, there is a bit of a correlation. Obviously, when your lungs and your heart are working, it's one and the same essentially.
Yeah, right. But for bodybuilding, that conditioning is so important.
100%.
And you certainly have it.
I appreciate it, man.
You barely lost any strength on an AMRAP, so you're second set.
But we had 10 minutes rest though.
Well, so did I, but I got 10 just like you. And I've done 23 to 13, but we tied in the second set.
I don't know, I feel like you might have just been holding back some. You could have got like 5 more.
You guys are too confident in my ability.
Let's go. 6. Come on, Larry. 7. All you.
Come on,
8.
Larry. Let's go.
All you. Let's go. My goal right now is just to match Larry. 8 reps.
Definitely got. I think you've been 10 than you.
Train with Jerron?
Beckham?
Yeah.
Years back, yeah.
You
Nice
guys are
class.
in New York?
Yeah, New York, LA as well.
a good dude.
Yeah.
I actually fucking knew him when he was in high school. So like I used to see him at like, bro, he was like 16, 17 when we were at 24-hour fitness. Like back in the day, dude, this was years back. And I mean, he was always an athletic freak, bro. Like, it was crazy because you'd be over there fucking deadlifting 600 pounds and then he'll go dunk, like right after. Like it's no fucking problem.
Yeah, I saw him on ESPN a few times. Doing that kind of stuff. Doing backflips right after deadlifts and all. Alright. Oh shit, okay. Yeah. Beautiful. Yep. 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 One more. Yep. Finish it. I got it. You got it. I'm up with it. Yeah.
Was that 8?
Yeah. Tight as you said. Beautiful.
Take it.
It's a very light machine. Some of them are heavy, some of them are light, you know?
It's also very fucking strong.
Could be that too, but it's good.
Good. Good. Sweet. Good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Slow them down. Slow them down. Yeah. Easy. Yes. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. Pause stand range. Pause there. Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. Yes. Yep. 2 more. Yep. Last one. There it is. Oh.
So what is Bahoo?
What is Bahoo, man?
Yeah, because I saw them at the mall actually.
You know,
What
they're,
kind of a clothing line are they?
well, they have active wear, gym wear,
Okay.
but predominantly casual wear. And I mean, the materials they use and the fit next to especially for the price you get it at, it's really affordable. It's really cheap.
Are they based out of here?
They're based out of the UK.
Okay.
So us North Americans, we're not familiar with it.
Right.
They're trying to grow their brand recognition in North America.
Gotcha.
That's why they hired me to be on board.
Yeah.
I have a mostly North American audience.
Right.
But they're far more popular in UK, Europe, slowly branching out to the US.
Right.
They just had like a few big billboards in Times Square
Gotcha.
a couple weeks back. But yeah, they're not really known much there.
Yeah, because I've never heard of them until like obviously I saw you, I think Andre.
Yeah, Timmy and Panda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Squeeze. Good. Keep that chest up. Chest up. Good. Nice. Come on. Give me one more. Good.
Yeah. There it is. Yep. Yeah, get that blood in there. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yep, finish it. I'm with you. Yep. Drive, chest up. Chest up. Yes. Woo. Very good. I think it's safe to say that we're pumped now.
Yeah.
What we did over there, no pump. Keep it real, no pump. But here, from the short rest periods,
Right.
keeping the blood in the muscle,
Right.
it doesn't dissipate. It's just much better pump.
But I definitely feel like I don't know, man. Like we're still getting some blood in there.
We are, but because of the long rest periods,
Because like after that set, I was feeling it.
yeah,
The AMRAP set.
agreed.
And then like, yeah, I can agree.
Then after like 10 minutes, they kind of get cold, like you were mentioning,
Right.
and the pump goes. But with this, 1 or 2 minutes.
So is this like the hybrid training that you kind of do right now?
Yeah, heavy compound,
And then
bodybuilding
pump.
right after. Yeah.
Do you feel like you get a benefit even with powerlifting by doing this?
Oh, absolutely. Because I'm doing my heaviest movement fresh. So, bodybuilder way would be to do that last.
Right.
Where they're already pre-fatigued their large muscles.
So and then it keeps you from actually lifting too heavy.
Exactly. But with me, I'm starting the heaviest one fresh, not sore, not fatigued, pushing myself as much as I can, and then everything else, short experience. But I'm gonna lower just a bit. Okay.
Keep that chest up. Keep that chest up. Good. Right there. Yep. Scapular retract. Yes. You can see the difference too now. The way his pecs are rising. It's hard because you want to kind of roll those shoulders forward and just get that movement up. There we go. Let's go. Good. Nice. Good. 5 more. Not too much.
Yeah.
Let's go. Feel it. Good.
They get fatigued.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan was mentioning it's really important to keep the scapula retracted, chest up, even as you pull forward. But if it's too heavy, chest will cave, and it'll start becoming more of a shoulder movement. That's why I lower the weight. Yeah. These are perfect reps here. Yep, finish it. Oh yeah, you're pumped now. You're pumped now, baby. Yep. One more. Yep. Drive. Chest up. Yeah. Oh yeah, good pump. Definitely got a nice pump.
I feel like number one, you're able to hit multiple angles throughout the workout, and then of course, and then it keeps the workouts from getting a bit too redundant as well. Because I like to build up doing proper warm-up sets, and the exercises do eventually end up taking a little bit of time. Well, I guess you could say towards the end of the workout, not necessarily so much, because you want to kind of just get through it. How do you feel about things?
Agreed. If we were to do 6 sets here,
Yeah.
we'd be so fatigued, as you mentioned, then moving like the next exercise, we'd have less power and energy available to push as hard. Where here doing things like even as little as 2 sets, but with nothing left in the tank, burning ourselves out here leaves us still with enough gas to do the same with another movement. Versus just getting completely trashed here and then okay, I could go home right now.
Right. Because it would be true, but I feel like then you're leaving a little bit on the table as far as like your overall potential of what you can get out of the workout.
Right. So now we can do.
What do you want to do next?
I was thinking incline press on the Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, lightweight.
Let's do it.
Was good.
Good. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ooh. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to keep the elbows flared. That's because I'm really trying to
I was
get
going to
the
ask you about that.
Yeah, so I'm deliberately keeping the elbows flared, which if you're pushing the weight too much, it's very dangerous on the rotator cuff.
Right.
But this may be 40% of my 1 rep max, right? Maybe even less. So it's safe, I can handle it, but I'm able to get a really good squeeze in my upper chest.
The upper chest, right.
If I do hammer strength or any press movement for incline, elbows tucked, that upper chest isn't working very much.
Yep.
Mostly tricep and lower chest.
I agree.
Even if you're on an incline angle, the elbows are tucked, you're not getting a good squeeze here. But flare the elbows, all of a sudden everything gets activated up here. You get a good pump. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good. Yes. There it is.
There is almost too wide for this.
You're
You know why I think you're so fucking strong? So if you look at the way he lifts, he's keeping it directly, like all the tension in the muscle. So it's like the repetition seems a bit short, but I find that it actually saves the elbows a bit.
Absolutely.
Where like, I don't know, like in my mind, I think it's the bodybuilding mindset. If you don't do the full extension, you know, like I feel like I'm shortcutting things, but then my elbows get fatigued, or triceps start to kind of, you know, I think kind of kick into the movement a bit too much.
Absolutely. And I've always lifted that way. If I'm doing squats, not deadlift, I don't. I do the flips on deadlift, but any other lift, I'm always cutting it like 10 to 20% short of lockout, just to save my joints.
Yeah.
And to this day, 10 years, a decade of powerlifting, no
exactly.
elbow pain, no knee pain.
And that's what I'm seeing, because I'm like, bro, like, you've been able to do this for that much time. There has to be something to this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you'll still get crucified for doing
Oh,
half
of course.
reps.
Of
Nonetheless.
course. You remember when Jason Hull used to get fucking hammered with that shit, dude? Like, that motherfucker was stiff.
Crucified, man. Oh, yeah. Got a little fatigue yet?
Feels good. Feels good. Honestly, it feels good to get a proper workout.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing a lot of the high intensity stuff, man. It feels good to slow it down a bit and actually move some weight around.
Oh,
It's like, it's just what I'm used to doing. So I'm like, I'm relishing the moment right now. It feels good.
Not getting beat to the ground by Jamie.
Right. That's one thing about me, dude, is I'm game for whatever. Like, you throw it at me, I'm gonna fucking go.
Yeah, same here.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Good. Yep. Get it. Yeah, shorten the reps a bit, short of lockout. Yeah, right there. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Got a nice little pump going now.
What's that?
So I got a nice little pump going.
Oh, yeah. Oh, same.
Man, I had a question, but I forgot it. Hopefully it'll kick back into my head.
We got time.
Yeah.
We'll come back to you.
Oh, footwear.
Uh-huh.
What's your opinion on footwear? Because I like flat shoes.
The flatter the sole, the better.
Yeah.
These are just some super light shoes from a no-name brand. I can't even tell you the name of it right now. Korean brand. But this sole's too thick for any squat or deadlift.
Yeah.
Fine for bench. But if I'm deadlifting or squatting, I wear a deadlift shoe. Actually, we have one PR deadlift slipper. Next to nothing on the sole, like half-inch thick.
Like a sock almost.
Yeah, it's a
When you
deadlift.
said half inch, that's
Even less
more than a
maybe.
sock, yeah.
And I mean, the less contact between your foot and the ground, the better the transfer of power, right?
You ever do it barefoot?
I used to, yeah. But then it's just more hygienic to wear a deadlift slipper. And the rubber sole helps ensure you get sweaty feet and you're on a wooden platform, you don't slip at all.
Yeah.
Like I said, the harder the sole, the less of it between you and the ground, the better. Yeah, so, but a sock,
I feel the same way.
yeah, I wouldn't recommend deadlifting or squatting heavy in a sock just because you might slip.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen.
100 times. Many
I
times.
mean, getting up from the sofa, I have like this little blanket. Sometimes my foot slips as I get up and I almost like tear something in my
Fuck, that's some like Branch Warren type shit right there. If I can get out the car, oh, slip, tear a tricep.
Yeah, we're fragile creatures, bodybuilders.
There we are.
Always
Want to do
muscle.
one more here?
Oh no, we got 3 sets, right?
Cool.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Because like I personally, I'm not gonna lie, I hate to eat a lot of food.
Same.
So like I try to keep my meals just big enough to where I feel satiated and content, but I don't want to be like pushed out belly. And that's, again, remember we talked about earlier about the whole like feeling uncomfortable and stuff, man. It's like I try to avoid that as much as possible. So with that being said, if I'm pushing the calories, then I'll typically throw in an intra-workout. So I'll usually do about 75 grams carbs, add in a little bit of EAA, BCAA blend.
Just to get that macro in for the day.
Right.
But not really to get to the workout, right?
Nah. But I do feel that it does actually help with your recovery.
Okay. Yeah.
Again,
No, I agree.
It could be a little bit of placebo, but you know, I feel like it did help me with recovering from the workouts. Just because, again, you're feeding, because this is the most like, I'm not gonna say anabolic time, but catabolic time when we're training.
Right.
So being able to get that nutrients in almost immediately or during the session does kind of help. But you know, I think it's give or take. You know.
In general, I'm very sensitive to carbs.
Right.
So any carb that I take make me sleepy, lethargic. That's why I just don't have it during the workout. I was scheduled when I was bulking to have cups during the workout. I know I just felt like I was dragging my feet through the workout, even with taking pre-workout, caffeine, etc. The carb just made me feel very relaxed, as it would if I just had a big meal.
Yeah. Fair enough. Makes sense though. Makes sense. Nice. Good. Pump it. Nice. Easy. Let's get it.
Yeah. I mean, even I feel this. I think it's good for me. I'm wide. This is a close grip for me.
Yeah.
A lot of the tricep.
I try to keep my elbows wide here.
Flared.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get a lot of the tricep here. I would dare say, maybe just because of my frame being a bit too large for this machine, this is better for a tricep pump for me than close grip bench on a barbell.
Wow.
Or a skull crush. I feel all my triceps here. Even I'm trying to film elbows as well. I still feel all tricep. Yeah, I don't mind hitting my tricep.
Cool.
Because I rarely am able to hit my tricep effectively doing a press.
Got you.
Because my chest always overcompensates.
How do you feel about spotto press?
I don't like spotted pressing, but when I was trying to peak my Wonder Max bench, I did use spotto press to help with explosivity off of the chest. Because that would be my sticking point. I'm always like, and then stuck. I'll grind here.
Yeah.
So I think it's really good for a sticking
Me was
point.
at the top.
Okay. So did you do the spot press from the top then?
Yeah. So actually, no, not actually. He had me do spotto press where we would pause about an inch off and then push. But and then we also did, I don't know what they're called, but like the bench off the rack. But it's like a dead stop bench where it's like you stop and then you're pressing off the rack and then letting it back down.
Rack
again.
press?
Rack press, maybe.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Rack press.
But that was what he helped. We did for pushing, like getting the most out of the top of it. And then we added some bands to it, which fucked my elbows up completely.
Did it actually?
Oh yeah.
Did you go full extension?
Oh man, because I mean that was what we were trying to do, was get that explosiveness right here.
Yeah. But for me, what helped my bench the most would be two board. Benching off a two board.
Got you.
Yeah. Pausing it and then pressing off a two board, that helped my bench so much.
Okay. Never done it. Never
Yeah,
done it.
it's really very powerful specific.
Yeah, of course. I've seen it. That's nice.
I'll say it again, this is great to try. Sick. Get it. Yep. This is the most challenging two plates on any press machine I've ever done.
That's why I love it. It's Swedes made something right here with this piece.
I don't know if it's an angle or there's some kind of resistance in there.
I feel like there's a strain curve within the movement. So it's like once you get past, it's like that initial bit is fucking hard, and then it kind of lightens up a little bit at the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Wrapped up round 2 with Jonathan, and we just finished up bank. Was supposed to be dead today, but we'll have that scheduled very soon at Strong Gym HQ. As you guys may or may not know, this is not the best place to deadlift because of the barbells and plates, but we have it over around the corner at Strong Gym. Anyway, super solid session.
Appreciate it, man.
Got a great pump, and I think for the next video, I'll have you do some posing.
Okay.
So we had some pics off camera, and my posing could use a lot of work. I got a nice big frame, but like you said, it's all about the presentation.
100%.
Could be the difference between first and second place, so we're gonna work on that next time. In the meanwhile, follow Jonathan, link down below, PLSstyle.com for lifting gear, wraps, belts, etc. And we will see you guys very soon. Also, arm wrestling tables are live. Please check out the website. Why are they so pricey? Well, guys, for a good quality table, that's what it costs. And you could find a cheaper table with a little string and very lightweight, but it'll break in no time and it'll be very unstable. So if you want to have quality, you got to pay for it. Anyway, support the sport, support PLSstyle.com and arm wrestling tables. Also, King of the Table 3, my match is confirmed with Khaled. And the headline match that I'm super psyched for is Vitaly and Kurdecha. 2 giants, both 6'9". I think they're like 6'8" or 7. Just like the best of the best in the world. One of them, whether it's those two or Devin, gonna be able to defeat Lamont. I don't know who's gonna be, but let's find out in late March. It's coming. KOT3, please support, and we'll see you guys very soon. Follow Jonathan. Peace. Until next time.